All right, so I had actually laid these down on camera, but it seemed like we had a little bit of an issue. I can't pull these things off without destroying it. But I laid the pieces down, and I was using my fingers to kind of like make sure everything was seated, you know, get everything where it needed to be. Very important for the use of contact cement is to make sure that both sides are dry. So we put some contact cement on the foam. We also put it on the L200 and wait for it to dry. And so after it dried, we were able to get these pieces to stick to each other and lay down. So this is what we've got so far. I apologize for not having that, but our camera kicked out on us and completely failed to record the entire thing. Now that we have all the muscles fabricated and laid out onto the creature, we can move on to the scales. Now, as I was saying before the camera went out, we have some scales here on the back of a crocodile, and it looked like those scales were just laid out in a line with some essentially some light differentiation in the shape and things like that. But the real separation came in between these bands. So what we started doing was laying down these bands. And I know right now that doesn't look like much. Once we get these laid out in a more uniform state, they'll start to look a lot better. We're gonna clean them up. We're using like a hot gun to actually, a hot knife to actually separate some of these. There's gonna be a lot of these things across the back, so we have to kind of come up with a game plan, and those strips are the game plan. I like to refer to this as beginner's hesitation, all right? It's not that, we're beginners in what we're doing. It's because we're just now starting the process. So whenever you start hair punching and you get that first line of hair and it looks ridiculous, all you gotta do is press through that, all right? It's even the same with these. Maybe the first one didn't look so great, but as we sculpted, the more you put on there, the more sense it made and the more it came to life. That's what we're doing here. Right now, these are the first ones we're laying down. So we have this we sure we want to go with this path? And I'm pretty sure that this is the path that we're going to go with. Once we get all of these laid out and I'm able to skin the creature, we can actually continue on with some of these and blend them out with an airbrush. And that's the goal. We're going to use paint and the foam to give the illusion that this is actually a croc. This is actually a croc. It is a croc. All right.